Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Phasmophobia video. The first half will be a quick guide to what cursed objects do and where you can find them on Willow Street. I'll only be looking at Willow Street because looking at every single map just takes a really long time, and the video will get up to like 20 minutes showing all the spots off in any other map. And then the other half will be a tier list. Anyways, let's look at the first object. Okay, this is our first item, the Ouija board. The Ouija board is placed on top of the washing and dryer machine in the garage. So the Ouija board is really nice. Use how you can use it. I suggest using it around like hiding spots and then running to it if need be. And then one thing you have to be careful about Ouija boards is that as long as the thing is down, even if it doesn't move, if you ask it any kind of question, it will drain your sanity. You can ask it 2 questions, and if the first one doesn't move, it still drains sanity, so just be very careful about that. My friend makes a mistake all the time. It gets us killed half the time when that happens. This item's really good. It can find the bone, it can find the hiding spot, you can find the bone and find the ghost. So it's really good at finding things. You can't use it to get pictures though, and you can't use it to do anything else other than find the ghost. This item is pretty fun. You control your friends by saying hide and seek, but I'm just gonna go through real fast. It heard me say hide and seek, so now it's doing a countdown. So when you say hide and seek, it goes 5 4 3 2 1. Immediately starts a hunt after the 1. So it is pretty fun. You control your friends with it. Say hide and seek whenever you're near it and they're using it. You can also find the ghost with it. I didn't show it very well there because I actually said hide and go seek instead of asking what the ghost was. I'm as much as just in case. This is an amateur, so the cursed hunt isn't very long. If it was nightmare, I'd be here for a little while longer. A lot longer. Probably another like 20 seconds. That's the Ouija board. It's kind of cool. Great for finding ghosts. A little bit of trolling you can do with it too. Now that's out of the way. Let's go to the next object. Okay, and here's the next curse item. This is the tarot cards. These are okay. So the tarot cards are filled with a bunch of other stuff. If I'm correct, you mostly draw the Fool out of it. This is the highest chance draw. This could be immediate death. This could give you an extra life. This could be, this is a lot more fun than just practical in a sense. This can give you the devil, which is really good for getting pictures of the ghost. The only way you can find it is getting the tower cards, which will make like a sound. And then it has the hermit too, which keeps it in the same place. But the hermit doesn't really do much because it only lasts for about 15 seconds. That's this. The devil. So this is really good for photos. You switch to your camera, you take a picture, and you got it. Yeah. Let's do it here now. The Fool, like I said, I'm pretty sure. The Fortune. Right, so I just lost sanity. I lost quite a bit. Hangman, I'm dead. So this is a lot more fun than it is anything else. And it can be a game ender, so again, don't necessarily suggest always using this, but like if you want to have fun, then it's definitely there. It's usually only fun with friends in my opinion, because you can do like roulettes with it. Again, I don't suggest you always do it. Anyways, on to the next object. Here we go. Music box. This is my favorite one. It's an unpopular opinion, but I do really like this one because you can use it to do pretty much everything. So let me actually go set this down real fast. Drop this off. I don't need it. If I can do this correctly, you don't need it. I don't think I'd suggest this to people just starting out. I think when you see the tier list, I'll go through that more detailed. But the music box pretty much draws the ghost in to wherever you place it, but you have to be semi-close to start a hunt. So let's open all doors and listen for it. I started a hunt, figured out where the ghost is, and got a ghost picture. I even had enough time to go into a hiding spot. Unless this hiding spot is broken. I don't think it is. No, okay. So, as you can tell, that ghost is going really slow. Bum, bum, bum. Most likely a revenant. I was scared the hiding spot was broken. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I got a ghost photo, figured out where the ghost is. It's in the dining room. And I had enough time to hide. So it could do pretty much everything every other item could do. Not the best. Summoning circle is better when getting a ghost photo. And the mirror is better at locating the ghost. But the music box is like a jack of all trades. You can get both the photo and location, while also starting a hunt, so you can listen to that. And look, it drained how much sanity? Like 13% sanity? That's nothing. Like, draining that much sanity, I think asking what the ghost location is with a Ouija board takes about like 20% or 40% sanity. It takes way more than the music box. The music box did way better in it. Anyways, my honest opinion, I think music box is the best item for more experienced players, not newer players. Again, I'll probably talk more about this in the tier list. Anyways, let's hop into the next one. It's probably like a Thay, if I'm correct. Let me see what Thays do real fast. Did we get over time? Yeah, okay. Most likely a Thay. I'm just gonna go with that. The problem with the summoning circle is it's one-time use, just in general. You can only use it one time. Like, you can't light it again. So it's pretty limited in its capabilities. It can't give you the ghost location, and it doesn't really help with anything but getting the ghost photo. So it's very nice using the ghost photo, and ghost photos do help give you all the money you need to win a game. But in my opinion, I don't think it's the best item, but it's still pretty good. Anyways, let's head to the next item. Okay, now it's time to talk about the mirror. So the mirror is very good, because it drains way less sanity than the summoning circle. Look at it, go down. You have to have some knowledge about the room. That's the basement, so we know the ghost in the basement. Like with any cursed object, you can break it, which does cost a hunt. You can also use it to figure out what the ghost is from listening to the hunt pattern. It is the best tracking item, especially now with the slight bug with ghost roaming every 30 seconds. So it's actually a very, very nice item. Outside of the bug where it roams every 30 seconds, it's still pretty good most of the time, because sometimes the ghosts don't do anything. And so you just look at it real fast and you're like, oh, there it is. And if it does roam, you can always check up on it. It's very nice. It will show you what it looks like when you break it. It slowly drains sanity. It's not very fast. This is why it's better than the Ouija board, because Ouija board, you can ask 2 questions and you're pretty much over. That's it. Now with the mirror, you can sit there for a good like 20 seconds looking at it and it'll finally break. Is this a Deogen? No, what is this? A Deogen would slow down. Is this a Rev? How did it find me so fast? We'll ignore that. Anyways, mirror overall, pretty good. I think it's a good item. Definitely would recommend using it even for newer players, since it's low risk, high reward. Our last object is the voodoo doll. This sucks. All around, not really fun. You can also do a roulette type thing, but it's really not as fun as the cards. It doesn't really help you find the ghost. I'll try to show you an example of me trying to find the ghost. Make sure you have a smudge stick when you're doing this. Alright. So I want to listen. I didn't hear anything drop, so I'm guessing it might be downstairs. So let's head downstairs. I'm doing this without a flashlight because I have a smudge stick. I hear drop something. I'm guessing it's in this room. I pulled the harpin. That's pretty much the same as getting a hanged man with the tarot cards. I'm gonna use a smudge stick here. I saw this hiding spot earlier, so I know it's safe here. So that's the voodoo doll's not very good, as you can see. You can sometimes hear it do things. Sometimes it'll drop something very small, or even like in a big map. It's really not useful at all. Overall, better cursed objects. So you have the mirror and the Ouija board if you want to find things. And then if you want to do like roulette and have fun, usually you have like the tarot cards. But overall, voodoo doll sucks. I think it's the worst cursed object in the game, in my opinion, but again, that's mostly just my opinion. Anyways, let's get to the tier list. And here we are, to the tier list. Okay. So now that you know what every cursed object does, we're going to go through how good they are. So our first tier list is going to be like newer players. Our second one's going to be more advanced. People who level like hundreds, they know more what they're doing. The tier list is going to be off of utility. So ghost picture, finding the ghost, and for fun. And then like if they like do really, really well, like the mirror, they'll be placed pretty high, even though the mirror only finds the ghost. So let's start in reverse order. Voodoo doll sucks. I'm gonna make 1 second. I don't think I make another one. If I can make a like more letters, it'd go down farther. The voodoo doll, even for like newer players and more advanced players, the object's not fun. The roulette is only a roulette until you're low sanity. Once you're low sanity, all the pins will pop, and so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't turn. It's not really a roulette anymore after your sanity gets so low. Unlike tarot cards, which are more fun and more helpful. They do give bonuses. So they're pretty nice. So for beginner players with tarot cards, I'd give it a B. It's very fun. It could kind of help you find the ghosts, but if you're not the best at like audio type stuff, it's not going to be very helpful. It is very fun though, especially since you can get like High Priestess or the Devil and stuff like that. So the utility on this is really good. But if you're a newer player, sometimes you don't know the risks of it and you're not like prepared to find it. Newer players aren't the best usually at like listening to objects drops. I know when I started, I had problems with knowing if things were upstairs or downstairs sometimes. And now that I'm gotten used to it, I kind of can tell where the ghost is from just like a few drops of the items. So I'm gonna put in B. Next, summoning circle. Summoning circle gets a B. No, I think it's an A. For what it's good at, it's very, very, very good at getting ghost photo. It doesn't do anything but ghost photo though. So I think actually I'll put it in front of the tarot cards for newer players. It's really easy, something anybody can use. And you can easily get ghost photo and get to a safe spot. It's not very hard. The Ouija board, I put an A. This will give you the ghost location. It will also give you the bone location, which some people aren't the best at finding. So for newer players, it's definitely a great item. One thing to be careful of, which is what I talked about, is the sanity drain. Certain questions drain a certain amount of sanity, and once that sanity goes to 0 and you ask a question, it's pretty much over. It'll start counting down. You gotta run. As long as you know, right as the thing goes over 5, you gotta run. It's not too bad, like compared to the voodoo doll or the tarot cards. It won't start an immediate hunt. So honestly, it's pretty nice for newer players. Definitely a good finding object, but you can't use it too much because it's a heavy sanity drain when finding objects. next to music box. Even though I love this item, I want to put it in C for newer players. The reason why is because sometimes the ghost can move when you use this, so you can draw it out of the room. It doesn't usually happen, but sometimes it does. Also, you have to be prepared for the ghost photo, and you have to know where the hiding spots is. And a lot of newer players don't know like how the music box works. So you have to be somewhat close to the room before the music box can actually pick up the ghost. So pretty much you'd have to track it down by listening to where it's at, place it, take a picture, and run. Which isn't the easiest when you're first starting out. And then mirror, which I think is the best starting for newer players. Its utility is only for finding the ghost, but it has such a small sanity drain, and especially with the bug that's going on, where it's like the ghost will roam every minute or so. This is the best item you can have. Again, I think a Ouija board would be S, especially for newer players, if it wasn't for the fact that it has such a high sanity drain. Tarot cards would be because there's risks and rewards, and knowing all of them is very nice to know. Again, like, I think I have it in the video. You'll see me draw a tarot card and then die from a hanging man. It's 100% luck based. It's a lot more fun though. On to more advanced players. More advanced players know the risks of tarot cards. They also have a lot of money, usually, as long as they're getting better at the game. They usually have a lot of money. So dying is not really a bad thing. The tarot cards I'd put an A instead of the B, because it's a lot more fun knowing that, oh, if I draw a hanged man and I die, I still have plenty of money to buy all the items I need. Summoning circle, I'm at the point where I can, it's like an 80% chance that I can take a picture while the ghost is like hunting me down. Summoning circle isn't usually needed for my play. Of course, I've been trying to do that. I've been focusing more on that than most players, so that kind of is like a niche I have about taking photo when it's hunting. So more advanced players, I don't think we'll need this, especially knowing it's, for more advanced players, it's the mindset of always have a photo cam on you, just in case a event ever happens. So it's a thing of, this isn't necessarily the best. It's very niche, only does one thing, can only be used once, and it only gives you one thing. It's the best at what it does, but it can only do it once, and it doesn't, and that one thing can be done pretty easily, in my opinion. Ouija board. I put it A last time. I think I'm gonna keep it A. Put it in front of the tarot cards if I can. There we go. So the reason for that, again, is that drain sanity. I actually might put an S, because if you play Nightmare, professional people who like, not professionals, people who play this a lot will know how much sanity it drains, and will be able to like take sanity pills and counteract the fact that it has low sanity. Like, you can't do very much as low use, high sanity, and they need to be careful about that. They also know about, be careful about how many questions you ask, even if it doesn't move. Music box. I love the music box. I want to put an S, but I don't think it deserves an S, and I even put it behind the tarot cards. Music box is more of a thing that I like using, because I know how to use it, and I feel like it's the best thing to use. But honestly, like I said with summoning circle, once you're like the point where you can take pictures and you're like, you have the idea, photo cam always in your hands, getting the ghost photo doesn't really matter. And even finding where it's at with this is still risky. I actually might put it in B, because once you get to like advanced, cursed objects aren't necessarily needed, but can be helpful. So I think music box is nice for when you're in a pickle. Other than that, it's not the best. Mirror will go S again. It'll go above the Ouija board. This is again because of the bug right now. The people who made the game are trying to fix it. The ghosts roam every few minutes, and it's nice to have this to know exactly where it is. Again, it's low sanity drain, and you can counteract that. Oh well, people who play the game a lot will be able to figure out where the ghost is no matter what. Well, you can counteract all of that by saying that. I'm just saying that for Music Box at least. That's for the risk of it. A more advanced player can get it more safe than using this. Well, this has no risk at all, so it's probably better. I think it looks good. This is beginner. This is more advanced. I guess summoning circles should go up more. I don't think. Yeah, let's put it in like. Again, it's one-time use, same as Music Box. They both get the same thing. Music Box has a slight better perk to it though. So I'm gonna put it there. And Doo Doo Doll is always gonna be D. It sucks. Not very fun. Utility sucks on it. I don't recommend ever using it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the hybrid video. Half of it is a guide and half of it is a tier list. I hope you guys do enjoy the contents, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.